Well, an Augusta man pleaded guilty today to manslaughter for the death of 45-year-old Kyle McDougal back in Cushing in 2024. Authorities say 41-year-old Jason Hewitt shot McDougal, who was from Waldoboro, following an argument at a home where McDougal had gone to buy drugs. The dispute escalated when Hewitt reportedly learned McDougal had messed with his truck and owed him money. According to the Mid-Coast Villager, the agreement reached today between the Attorney General's office and the defense asks for Hewitt to be sentenced to 4 years in prison. The Villager reports Hewitt will get credit for the time he has served since his arrest, meaning he will serve about another 20 months before being released. Under the Alford plea, Hewitt acknowledged a jury could have convicted him if the case had gone to trial, but he disputes the charge. Jury selection was scheduled to begin today for Hewitt's trial. A sentencing hearing is now scheduled for next week.